Oh no, not that question.
You don't have to start with if you want. If anyone's got an answer.
Yeah, I can start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe Gorm is already risked his life to achieve the goal, so he will gladly do it again.
No, well, this question is your character willing to risk the well-being of others in order to achieve their goal?
Oh,
So,
the
yeah,
other way around.
are you willing to put others in danger for your own benefit?
For Ursula, I say no. I mean, like, our goal usually involves protecting others anyway, so kind of not even relevant, but when it is, probably still no. Here's Svenja.
I know. We have not started without you completely. We were just starting with the questions, Svenja. So well done.
Hey, apologies for being late. How are you doing?
Yeah, no worries. The question for tonight is your character willing to risk the well-being of others in order to achieve their goals? And yeah, I think Ursula was just saying no, but I don't think we've had any other definitive answers yet. Who else has got?
Probably depends on the goal. If
Depends
it
on
is,
the person.
if it means stopping the undead, like the Vision Gorm guard, he might do it because it's for the betterment of everyone. Even though it might not be his decision to make, he'll probably still do it.
I guess depending on how much you like the person.
Yeah, so Bjormund would. He, for most people, he wouldn't, but there are some he wouldn't mind trampling over, especially if they're not from his village. Baldovik.
I don't know. Well, at least there's some loyalty. I like.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good one. Like, because when I hear others, I'm thinking the party. While German wouldn't be a big loss, well, the rest, I think that would depend on the goal, but with outsiders, then depends on how much you. If it was the dwarf that jumped out of the window and just killed himself, no, you'd just be, I'd just let him die.
Cheesy group. What about Svenja?
I'm going to be saying I'm inclined to think that she's fiercely loyal to people that she knows and cares about generally. So the goal would have to be really important. And people that she doesn't know in general, again, probably not.
Yeah, seems like everyone's their loyalties. You know where those lie. But I'm sure Mikkel will not be that late. But we are going to start without him. As who has got a recap for us? It has been a little while. I feel like.
I can do that. So we started last session just after having gotten our mounts, me, Carmela, and Svenja at Quick Race. Which I won, of course. We went to the tree houses, caught up with Tech a bit. He seemed to be trying to learn some magic and learned a bit more about the elf. His name is Al Hazir, and he was actually kicked out of the tree houses because he was a bit obsessed with the Kraken, and it seems that he may be actually be the cause of this poison rather than a victim of it. We bought some more stamina potions from them, and then went up the river where Clarifa had said that there were a lot of dead animals, much too many to be a result of last winter. There must be fresh poison. So we go up the river and find the animals sure enough. Before long, coming to a lagoon that we just passed and up to the tower, where as I tried to look around the base to make sure there wasn't anyone surrounding us, or if there was just a better way to go about this than walking in the front door, uh, all these guys popped out of the water and attacked us.
Yeah, I mean, a successful check to whether or not you were surrounded, which you definitely were. But we rejoin you now as you have just laid waste to the things that came out of the water, and yeah, you are just all catching your breath as we've just come out of combat. But it seems like that is not the last of them. You have managed to possibly clear the tower that you are standing in front of, and you saw a couple of those creatures coming out of there as well. But it seems like whatever's going on in this tower is sort of feeding into these rivers, and you can see the poison in these rivers. That this is definitely the source that you've been looking for. We'll
Can I just
rejoin you now after that. Yeah.
yeah? So can I just nominate Ursula for inspiration for consistent and excellent note taking? It takes a lot of pressure off the rest of us.
Yeah, I definitely we have been giving inspiration for that, which is just going into a party pool because I don't think she used to. But yes, absolutely. Hold on.
Okay, I'm almost loaded in. I've only recently managed to kick my daughter off the computer, so bear with me.
No worries. Have you got power tonight?
Yes. Touch wood. Let me see. Yeah, we're theoretically good until midnight. Maybe. No, we're good.
Okay, so now as you guys have arrived at this place, you are aware that those things you were fighting, a lot of them were minions. Like meta-wise, there's going to be a lot of minions around here, and just remember the idea is not to kill every single one of them. They are obstacles to get past. If you want to just cut your way through them, uh, that is absolutely the point of these things. But they can be dangerous in numbers. So obviously, if you get surrounded like Ursula nearly managed to do last time, it it can start to get dangerous. But as you have seen, they were not alone. There were some other creatures that came out of the water that seemed to be sort of leading them. But at the moment, you've just cleared this area, and the tower is standing there open, as well as it seems a few paths to go further upriver. What would you guys like to do?
Speaking of me getting a bit surrounded, I could actually use a heal if someone could spare a spell slot.
Hmm.
Well, I would offer to heal you, but unfortunately, I'm not a
You guys
caster.
did stock up on healing potions before you left.
Yes, we did, but let's just quickly do healing words and let's see if it works now if I've selected Ursula. Oh, that's useful.
I did like half of that. Still good. Thanks.
Yeah, with all of the fighting we just did, it seemed like anyone else is coming here. Like I can see from the angle I'm standing, there are more enemies like to the north. It seemed like they noticed us.
Yeah, it seems like they are alerted. If you guys are going to head further upriver, we're going to roll for initiative again as you get within range of them now. But currently, you've cleared out the more immediate danger, and the river is kind of separating you from them at the moment. They seem like mindless zombies, the way that they're just sort of shambling around. So until you obviously become aggressive towards them, you're probably all right for now.
Might be a good idea to barricade the lower part of the tower so they can't come in while we explore up above.
So I think Svenja would sort of, is the door to the tower open?
One of them just walked right out.
Okay. So sort of poke her head in, look around if there's anything inside, and then sort of say, "Hey, I'm coming," and step into the tower into first step.
Cool. You can give me an investigation or perception check as you start slowly making your way in.
Oh, fabulous. 10.
So you don't hear any activity as you move in, but you definitely saw creatures coming out of here, and you can hear a faint sound coming from the top of the stairs. It sounds like something like a hum, but an unnatural sort of sound. But you don't see any activity around you, and you see a few closed doors. There's a good possibility that there might be more in here.
Okay, so what is the on the helm? How many times can I cast the spells? It's like once a day.
I think so. You'll have to check the description on the helm.
It doesn't specifically say. It just say when wearing the helm, you can use an action to cast one of the following spells. Blah blah blah. The protective aura says once a day. Okay, so the others seem to be at will. Sounds a bit overpowered a little.
Yeah, usually once a day. The way that it's set up in the mechanic of the game, it might not be perfect.
Okay. She's not going to.
Yeah, sorry, I can't
Okay.
find the item. Is it equipped then?
Yes, it's equipment, and she's currently wearing it.
The helm.
Let's go with once a day for now, and just to make the game move. And so she won't activate that right now. She's looking over her shoulder and seeing if anybody else is following. And why, machine, can I not move the map down?
I don't know. It's dangerous to go alone.
Actually, you know what? I think this might be at will, actually.
Yeah, there are some warlock like invocations that you cast at will as well, so it's not out of the ordinary entirely.
Yeah, I thought it was. I was thinking of the spells from your lyre. I think these ones are just like. It's just like a vision effect. You know, they're not. It's not like combat abilities. I feel like this is just using your helm to like blow your eyes for a second and look for something specific. I think you can do those at will.
Okay. Happy to do that, and tell me if it becomes overpowered and we wind it down.
Yeah, I will. I'll let you know. But I think, yeah, I think you're good for now. Because also those spells really are, they drain your spell slots. But I don't think we don't have a wizard in the party that's going to be doing most of those things. So I'm happy for you to use it.
Ah, okay, so it uses a spell slot. Okay, so it is constrained. Happy. Step forward. Wait, where did my map go? Unless any of the others of you want to sort of come in and stand in front of the squishy barred person with your big shiny armor and shield.
Well, I am a bit big for that, but I can have Shepard lead.
We all know what's gonna happen. 1,000 enemies just appears and just attacks him in.
I think Shepard's faster.
He doesn't have to outrun the 1,000 enemies. It has to outrun you.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, as you guys start making your way in, you will see a spiral staircase leading up to an upper floor, and you will immediately be able to tell that this tower is ruined. There is there is mold growing on the walls. It seems like those creatures have been moving through here, and it is horribly smelling of fish. But other than that, it seems pretty easy to navigate through here. And as you're making your way through, you don't hear any more sounds coming from inside. There's
So the
what's
humming
your
has
passive?
disappeared. Let's see.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so it's Svenja, with your passive perception of 16, I'll say that you can. I will warn you if you get up to any creatures if you hear them coming. But for now, it seems like at least the bottom floor sounds clear.
And DM, while they're exploring the tower, not sure how much time it will take me and them, but can I use my chemical tools and some of the reagents we got to try to make like an antitoxin to this poison?
Yeah, absolutely. You can make a check with relevant tools if you have them.
Yep.
Otherwise, okay. Otherwise, a medicine or survival check. Camilla, you can move freely through the tower. That those doors do seem unlocked and barely on their hinges.
Did it show any roll? Because nothing for me. I want to start spamming.
Yeah, it did show a roll. There was a 15 there,
Okay, so it might be
which I'll
lagging on
say
my side.
is. Have you got a specific mechanic for making antitoxin there? Or
I might be actually be able to create it. I can look at the crafting table, but I was just
yeah, take a look and see if there is something. But I'll say with a 15, that would be enough to gather enough to make an antitoxin from this poison, especially from the part that you cut through before, and pick up some of that, and you can definitely use that.
So the
yeah. There is an actually antitoxin, and we have the materials needed to make it. But it will take you 2 hours.
Well, at this point, Miller and Svenja, you've made your way through the whole bottom floor, and you have not seen any more creatures. Though Camilla, when you were at the north part of the tower, you would have heard that same sort of humming sound coming from up above you.
So
Okay.
there's only one logical. Up the stairs.
I was thinking you're going to say send Yormund up the stairs. But okay.
Also
Up the
him up
stairs.
the stairs.
So I don't have a separate part of this map that would look exactly the same upstairs. So the rooms are identical, but as you are as you are moving through onto the top floor, you will still not hear anything. The floors will be slick and slippery with this with sort of ichor that's on it. Both of you being as parkour acrobatic as you are, you have no trouble getting up there, and you will come to the conclusion that this tower is empty. But can you both give me a investigation check as you are searching through it?
$16.
A 5.
Okay, so Miller, you kind of lead through to where where you heard the sound, but you aren't able to find where it's coming from. Though Svenja, as you sort of follow in there to you guys can go into the top room. I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but you will notice that embedded in the wall is what looks like a kind of crystal ball that is glowing with energy, and it seems to be just like pulsating with light, as it looks like it is some sort of a magical device, and you can see that um, it is definitely active, and it seems to be turning this whole tower into a magical device, like some kind of a siphon or something like that. You can give me an Arcana check to see if you can tell any more about it, but you guys will both probably see this once Svenja spots it.
Where is our wizardy chap when we need him? Oh, nice. Finally. I thought it was going to land on 2. 17.
It seems, Svenja, like this thing is what is summoning these creatures, or potentially creating the poison. Quite probably both. But it is connected to something else. There has to be something powering it.
Okay, does it look like it's embedded in the wall, or it's sort of on a pedestal, or?
Yeah, it looks like it's embedded in the wall, like it was built into this tower. But it looks like it's been there for a very long time. You can see it's kind of set in a brass holder in the wall, but it looks like it was built into the wall when this tower was built.
Okay, I think what I'd like to do, and maybe Camilla can help, is look for any script or carvings or runes or indentations or something that looks like it might either be a phrase or a physical key or something like that to activate and deactivate it.
Hey, you can both give me another investigation or perception check this time.
All right,
Just try and break it.
11.
17.
Okay, so Svenja, you don't find anything written around it. You definitely don't find any sort of off switch in this room. Carmilla, as you kind of climb up the wall a little bit to get a closer look, you will notice that some of the wall around it is kind of broken away. And as you peer through that section of the wall, you will see that the energy that is glowing within this orb is being pulled like away from the building or maybe into it. You can't tell which direction it's flowing, but you can see that it is stretching out to a stone tablet that seems to be on a rock nearby, and you realize that they are connected all the way up to another tower up to the north.
I guess we go north.
Yeah, I'm worried about breaking magic crystals in case they explode. That might just be because the other DM had blue magic glowing IEDs that he unleashed in our camp.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel.
That was one of our more scary sessions. Um, nothing like a DM who's in the army describing a scene where an improvised explosive device has gone off. Right. Okay. So, shall we go and see what's on this tablet and the other tower? But there is these sort of zombie type things. I don't know. Do you want to try and break it, Camilla? You said, or Ursula, is it you saying let's break it? Yorman, maybe.
Yeah, no, it's me. Oh no, my work.
I mean, to be honest, I'd be surprised if it's even breakable for us.
Yeah, true. But we have broken dragons. But
It's up to you. Jorman has no idea what's going on.
okay, these are the creatures that were sort of ambling around. Were they all kind of up here in the river water side?
Yeah, it seems like they are climbing out of the river. These creatures, the ones that you saw emerging, gave you the impression that this river is they're spawning out of there.
Okay, because I'm wondering if we can sort of sneak around the left-hand side here and not behind the rocks and things. So can we sneak up to the other tower without letting any of these creatures see us or find us?
Can certainly try.
The top of the tower is closed. You said it's pretty rundown, but you know it's not. Can we actually walk up and peer over the side?
You can look through the window, which are like arrow slits that are um, sort of built into the tower, but that's the only way to look out. The rest of it is just sort of broken and crumbled, unless you're trying to peek through a gap. But for the most part, those windows are your best bet.
I see pretty blue energy and lots of red tentacle thingies.
Yeah, so as you peer out the window now, you will notice massive tentacles reaching up out of the river, and they seem to be covered in this ichor that one of them seems to be pulling it off of one of these rocks like a spider making a web, and you now notice that these giant tentacles are what is creating this poison. You can see it like oozing out of the suckers as it just like slops all over these rocks. And you see multiple of them all the way up the river.
So who else has got a flying mount that they've never flown on before? um, the tablet in the middle seems to be the thing, doesn't it? We need to get to it somehow quietly and go see. I think that's where Svenja's head is at. Camilla, how do you feel about that idea? You're the other more sneaky person around here. Hmm.
And Ursula, you now come in to pick up this crystal. What are you doing?
I don't know. Does it look like it would explode if I tried to break it?
You would know that magical items are notoriously hard to break, and they do have a habit of exploding if you do break them. It definitely looks like it's holding energy, so there's a good chance that it would. But uh, yeah, it does look fairly fragile. It looks like this orb could be broken or potentially taken out of the wall.
Mm,
But yeah, breaking it would definitely be a challenge. Like removing it, you can see that it's connected to something. So if you could break the connection, you could potentially switch it off.
Connected how? Like with energy or physically?
Yeah, you can give me an Arcana check.
Uh, no, I'm just checking if I have guidance, but no character.
Okay, nice. So with a 19, I can tell you that you think it's connected by both. As you can see, the glow seems to be coming from almost like light hitting it, or it's either hitting it or emanating from it. You can't quite tell. It's just full of this glowing energy that is shooting out from it outside. And it seems to be connected to something out there. But if you could actually move it away from the light source, or like break that connection, um, it it seems like the energy is not moving in any other direction but to this. It looks kind of like a Tomb Raider style light puzzle. Does that make sense?
It was. I was just wondering if we have a shiny shield already somewhere.
Probably. Well, your shields are wooden. With polish. Yeah.
Is it like a visible thin-ish beam of light, or is it just sort of a general radiance?
No, it's like a full-on beam of glowing light that is shooting out from the tower into a stone tablet on a rock nearby, and seems to be linked to it somehow. So if you could either break the tablet or like rip this thing out of the wall, you might be able to disconnect it. But it seems like either the tower is powering something out there, or something is powering the tower, and that's what's seeping this poison into the river underneath.
My God, we so need a druid, don't we? Well, shall we try and break it? Need
Yeah,
someone a bit stronger.
I could try and break it from a distance. Just throw something at it.
And the alternative would be if we could just hang something over the outside where the beam connection is, like what do we have? Skins or drapes or something. Let's try and break it. Go for the, if at first you don't succeed, use a bigger hammer. But definitely going to stand in the other room.
Mhm. So call out, okay, everyone away from it. And then I'd like to use a windborne weapon on it.
Oh, okay.
So he takes her dart and sort of hovers it in the air before flinging it with the wind at as far as he can at the crystal.
You're trying to hit the crystal itself, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. We can roll an attack. You should actually be able to target it as well. I mean, actually, that's probably going to kill it. Target it because it doesn't have.
I don't seem to actually have the thing on the spell list.
Oh, that's weird. Did you learn that one?
I did.
Yeah.
I know that was incessant even.
I'll add it again. Oh, let's make sure you're not missing anything. go. It should be on your list.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Okay, yeah, roll your damage as you definitely hit this thing perfectly with that just point of the needle. Uh, definitely, yeah, this could definitely break it with a hit like that. That any damage it does.
Yeah. It's just a normal damage cantrip. Doesn't add my modifier or anything.
Oh, I thought maybe it did the weapons damage as well, but yeah, just 1d8. So, yeah, so this it definitely hits, and you'll see it unfortunately glance like off of it, but sort of scratches the lens as you see this thing shift slightly, and it seems a little bit unstable in there, but you don't manage to break it, and it doesn't explode. However, as this happens, as that sort of just shakes it, those of you standing outside, uh, so yeah, anyone sort of standing outside, you will see the water in the pond sort of start to swirl and move, and you start to think there's going to be another wave of these things, but you will see it all start to coalesce in the middle, and you will see a figure begin to rise up out of the water, seemingly made of the water and taking solid form as he rises. I'll show you now. So you see
Oh,
this creature rise up who looks almost elven, but has got these tendrils coming off of him. He seems like he has been corrupted by some kind of this poison and magic. And you see a face rise up, and he says, "Hey, what have you been doing? What have you done to my flock?" And he looks around at all the dead creatures around you.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, you guys would hear this through the window. He would be addressing Yormund and Gorm and Camilla here.
would I recognize him in any measure?
You can give me a history check. Yeah, he does.
Maybe
No,
not.
you wouldn't recognize him. No, you've never seen this guy before for sure. But he definitely seems like he's in charge here or something.
It's Alazir.
You're sending that as a message.
No, I don't have methods.
I mean, you guys can get through the window. You might be able to actually see him from where you are.
Well, I'm still working on the antitoxin, I assume. I'll just say, well, someone has been poisoning the water. And we came to investigate.
Oh, you are the children of Powdervic. Good. I'm glad someone's finally taking notice. But soon your little town will be ready, and then the Kraken will rise. And he starts giving this sort of maniacal laughter as he looks over at all of you, and he still seems to be kind of growing from the water here.
Mm, crap.
I think I said hit it again.
Really, only one thing to do. That is to hit with the arrow to the head.
Okay, make an attack roll again on target. This one, just roll a normal attack.
He's just water.
The turtle made it to the water. Click B.
So you see him like laughing, and then as he starts moving in towards you, you send that arrow right into his face, right between the eyes, and the arrow travels straight through his head as you just see it kind of splash, and the whole head just fall apart as the body collapses into the water and it just becomes water again. But you hear this voice still echoing, laughing, and saying, "I'll see you soon. Tell me, are you feeling sick yet? Because you will." And it just sort of fades off as he seems to return to the water. And it seems like that was more of an illusion than a physical form.
There's only one thing to do. We go north.
Alright.
But stealthily.
So before you travel on, you guys have been sort of checking this place out for a little while. Are you going to try and like take a short rest, as you've been doing pretty light activity at the moment? Gorm's currently trying to make an antidote, but we can say that you're sort of halfway there if you're sort of taking an hour, because it has been, I mean, it has been like 45 minutes already. So
So if we take a rest, I'll finish after the rest, essentially.
no, you'll be halfway through if you.
Oh.
It's an hour for a short rest.
I don't mind. Depends on everyone else.
I don't really care. It's only 15 minutes anyway.
I'm just saying you guys might want whatever resources or things you need going forward. Just saying.
I don't think any of us are like short rest.
Yeah, do you? You can either take a short rest now, or you can tell me where you're heading in, and we'll probably roll for initiative just to keep things moving turn-based a little bit.
Yeah, I do get some things from the short rest. But
although your spells have expired, that's also
yeah.
Just pointing it out. Yeah.
Talking about my features from the Blood Hunter.
So I do think Svenja would like to cast Canterbury 2 at that crystal just to see if she can further damage it. Let me. So she's going to cast Loki's Flick at it.
Very nice. Yeah. Similarly, throwing a dagger. Cool.
Yeah. So it is psychic damage. I don't know what that does. Lovely. 2 points of damage. She'll throw one at the crystal, and if that doesn't do anything, she'll target the sort of the crumbly wall where the crystal is embedded in with the next one.
You need to make a attack roll, a ranged spell attack. Does that spell not work properly?
Ranged spell attack. How do I do that again?
Yeah, it should just be a d20 plus your spell attack bonus, which you can see on your spell book in Foundry, or should be at the top of your list on. It's at the bottom of your list on Foundry, top of your list on D&D Beyond. I don't know what you. But also, it should give you an attack, and that's weird that it doesn't.
There you go. I think I hadn't targeted anything, so that would be a 17 to hit on the first attempt.
That is a hit. So you also doing the same amount of damage there. You will likewise sort of scratch it and shift it slightly, as it seems to be loose in that now as you hit it. But when you hit it this time, as that glances off again, you will see it shift slightly, like the entire ball kind of moved in the socket, uh, like it can be rotated almost, but it doesn't break at all. Just a little scratch.
Ooh. That's interesting. So what she would do is then kind of walk up pretty quietly to it. Carefully, sorry, not carefully, quietly, carefully. And just sort of reach her hand out to it to sort of see if she can work out she's going to get a shock or something if she touches it. And what she will want to do is to rotate it so that the beam is no longer pointing to the tablet or being received from the tablet.
As you get close, you can feel there is a radiant energy coming off of it. You do feel like you could probably roll it, though to get it away from you, to get it away from that beam, the only direction to roll it would be in sort of towards yourself into the room that you are in. So yeah, if that is, it does feel like warm to the touch.
Ah,
But as you don't actually, I assume you're not actually touching it, you're just kind of feeling up close, but it does feel like it would burn you if you touched it. Though, just like it's a hot coal kind of thing. Or like a hot bulb, rather. That's basically what's happening here.
okay. She'll try and sort of take her spear and see if she can hook the edge of the head of the spear behind it in a way and sort of pull it with the spear. Unless someone has something that's a little bit more hooky, like a grappling hook. Why don't we ever have one of those?
Well,
We don't
Would-
have a swashbuckler, that's why. Oh, is it a
you
mount?
did kill 2 creatures that had harpoons with hooks on them that are lying outside.
Ah, okay. So can she go and grab one of those and try? So she's trying to basically pull the sphere towards her without touching it with her hands.
You're just trying to roll it, or you're trying to like wedge it out of the face?
Let's try and first roll it.
That would be trying to break it, or you're just trying to roll the thing.
Why don't we have Mage Hand on this character? Fuck it. First try and roll. Actually, no. Let's just try and break it out. Let's sort of see if she can hook it. I mean, it might need someone stronger to come and do some pulling here.
Yormund is small already, so you can go in.
Yeah. Would it be? So what, you're just calling for one of the
Someone
harpoons?
strong. Yeah, one of the harpoons and someone strong to come and pull this thing out.
Alright. Yeah, I'll take one of the harpoons. Make my way over. So you just want to pull it out of the wall?
Yep.
Alright.
So you can give me an athletics check, whoever wants to, with advantage if the others help.
Yep. So Svenja, happy to help. Do when you get an advantage on that.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Slow, are you doing anything to help there? As it looks like they've got a pretty good like wedge in there with this harpoon.
Yeah, so I think Yorman can do the pulling, and Svenja will help just by making sure the hook of the harpoon is wherever a little corner is that I could get in the crystal.
Yeah, so as you start kind of pushing it, you'll see the wall crumbling underneath it a little bit as you start wedging it, and you see it shifting in place, and it feels like it could pop out the other side of the wall if you just need to give it a little bit more of a push, but you've got it there, Yormund. You've used as much leverage as you can. It looks like it just needs to be tipped over the edge now.
Okay, so how many of us can lean in on this harpoon? You get 3 people pushing it?
So he's got it all the way in. You just need someone to like pop it through the other side and just to break it through that last part. It seems like it's like nailed into the wall. It's attached, but you've broken away most of the wall. It's just like needs one little push. Who's going to knock it through?
Yorman, push again. Or I mean, Svenja can if she does. Not yeah. So what is this? It's athletics.
Yeah, anything. If you want to throw a spell at it, anything.
She is going to cast biting words on the wall to cause cold damage on the wall around it and make it a bit more brittle, hopefully.
Okay, as you cast this, yeah, I mean, don't worry about damage. And it definitely hits as you cast this. You'll see the like where it is bolted into the wall there. It will start to freeze over on that patch of the wall, and it'll just become brittle and break as Yorman pushes it through. It will just break out of the side of the wall and collapse down. You'll hear it splash into the river below, and you'll see a quick sort of beam of light as it seems to be emitting light, that thing. But you will now notice a faint blue like aura still coming through the wall, but it now has no focus, and you can see it starting to spread out and become a little bit more disrupted.
Okay, so we should go and do the tablet and the others quickly before that dude comes back with friends.
Yeah, you got it.
Has this made any difference to the red tentacles or anything in the river? The creatures still look the same. It's just
They
the
are
thing is broken.
losing their minds when this happens. Sorry, you see them start thrashing around like they didn't like whatever you just did, and you can see that one of them starts sort of climbing the tower to uh, where that orb was, as it's just like reaching up. It seems like it wants to put it back, but it doesn't have the full dexterity to do that. So yeah, they don't look happy about it.
Okay, so while they are distracted, maybe we should go to the other tower.
Go Power Rangers.
Honestly, where's the other grapple dude? There he is. I'm gonna grab both grapples just because it seems like it could be useful and fun.
And well, I'll ask you to just pause there because after that point, we're going to roll for initiative from where you are. But yeah, you can absolutely pick up the other harpoon. And if anyone didn't already, there was definitely enough time to short rest there while they were busy working that through. So if you want to take that before we begin, please do so. I don't know if anyone
May
actually
as
rolled,
well.
but might as well. You're gonna need.
Yeah, trying to be sneaky around the left-hand side of the tower here.
Yeah, so as we begin, you can all give me a stealth check, and we'll see how far you were able to get in there before you need to roll initiative.
This will not end well.
Yeah. Nope, not doing well on stealth.
Why do you have disadvantage, Camilla?
Armor.
Scale mail.
In your cloak, the advantage though.
Only gives me.
When you hide.
Yeah, it only gives me so I can bonus action hide. You think of the Cloak of Elvenkind, and that's only have it up,
Yeah.
not just wearing it.
It's a shepherd thing low, and his sneaking used to being on the prowl. As Gorm tries to actually follow his lead, Gorm surprisingly being the stealthiest of the lot, as these tentacles definitely seem to know where you are. And after seeing that Al Hazir, that you assume that's who that was, these things definitely seem alerted to your presence, and like they are just ready to move at any moment. So I'm going to say you guys can get up there into the corner, but as soon as you get to anywhere near Carmilla is there, I'll ask you to stop, and then we're going to roll for initiative, as unfortunately your stealth checks were
Sucks.
horrible there. That was... I'm sorry.
Because it's the highest I ever rolled on stealth in any campaign.
Okay, so once we get there, I'm going to roll here to start things off. Okay, you can roll for initiative. Oh, finally, some decent rolls on my
Let's go,
monsters.
baby! Woo!
Okay, nice, nice.
Oh, you even have Taco on it.
I'm on where? Utility, initiative. Okay, why is roll initiative not working?
Yeah, you rolled twice. I mean, I think give it a second. At least I see you twice in the initiative.
Okay, mine's just not refreshing. She has advantage, so whichever is higher is the right number.
I don't think it's actually rolled, but you are. It is shown up if you just go to the combat
Oh, there we
tab.
go. We did.
You can press it up. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my god, they all come out at the same time. 9.14, okay.
Yeah, how did you roll with advantage? Because
You
when I
still all beat freaking tentacle.
when I press initiative, it rolls like automatically. It doesn't let me choose advantage or disadvantage or
Yeah,
anything.
mine too.
I think you
so
just hold shift or
Oh,
control.
D&D Beyond.
It has done it automatically there. If you look at the rolls, it has given you advantage.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Cool.
I did. My bad.
Nice. Okay. Still 6.
That's all right. Still in front of most of the monsters, as you guys sort of sneak up there, and you notice that they are very much aware of your presence, but maybe not how close you've gotten. We will begin with Gorm.
Yes.
And you can all, by this point, also see the big tablet that is still emitting energy. It seems to be emitting energy north, but there's a much fainter glow heading to the tower. But I will leave it to you now with whatever you want to do. Cool.
Wondering if we should try and destroy the tablet.
Cast Shield of Fate.
I'm depending on how high it is, I might be able to just leap up there and punt it.
Then I'll move here and cast my strongest spell as of yet, Sacred Flame. Hasn't let
I
me
was gonna
down at
say, you know,
all.
that's a minion, right?
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Maximum damage if he actually fails. He failed. I killed him. Yes.
Yes.
Finally
Nice.
worked.
Wait, how much damage was? Perfectly. Nice.
Ah, Devin, it does look like we've gone to stage 3 load shedding, so we will have load shedding in half.
That's why I was asking earlier. Sorry, I thought you knew.
No, I wasn't paying attention, so. Yeah, fuck it.
And I will 1, 2, 3. I'll continue moving. Try to attract attention to me. And that's my turn.
Okay, that takes us onto their turn, onto the minions' turn, as you now see them definitely noticing Gorm as one of them bursts into flames. You guys see on the other side, some of them start moving in towards the river.
Okay, so guys, do you think it would be a good idea for Svenja to go invisible and try and disrupt the tablet? Do you need me down here?
I
If you can
would,
distract the monsters, I can go and try and disable the tablet.
to be honest, I would worry about you just getting surrounded in. We can't really help.
Like from what I can see on the map, if we, I don't know how big the tentacle is and how far it can reach, but if we stick to the left, maybe to avoid most of them, and then you can go invisible when we're a bit closer to the tower.
They seem pretty massive, I will say. These things are humongous, and there's only some of them exposed from the water. So
Oh man. Well, we might need to make a run for it.
okay, you see these two come in, you Gorm, but they don't seem to be able to get through your defenses. Oh, and you see a couple of poisoned quills just come smashing into the wall next to you, but this thing doesn't seem to be able to aim for shit. So that takes us to Camilla.
Man. Let's see. Something that is not dead there. Be introduced.
Yeah, advantage. That is dead.
Perfect. And that would be 40 feet. Thickness. Yes. And all we can do. Yes, that's all we can.
Yeah, very nice. As you come spinning in there, around, slashing both of those, take them down as we go to Ursula.
So we're leaving the tablets alone.
Yeah, no, I think let's go for the tablets.
All right.
Maybe if we disable the magic, the creatures go away. Hang on a second. Is
Yeah,
the
it
tablet
seem like
over here?
we'll
out
say
here?
after breaking that thing in the tower, it does seem like you have started to solve the problem. But yeah, breaking those connectors is probably going to be necessary in order to shut these towers down, unless you can get to the other tower and shut it down from there. But yeah, breaking these things seems to be the best option.
So how tall is this rock here?
Breaking or deactivating, I will say that you could subtler means of doing so if you've got the right magical prowess. But that rock does seem to go about 20 feet at its tallest, but yeah, it's got a couple of little ridges on there that look like you could climb.
I wonder if we can just throw it onto one of the tentacles. Maybe not throw it, but push it over.
Okay, so I'm pushing the rules a little bit here, but if Kukavi is running while I'm on him and then I jump, would that count as a running jump for me?
Hell yes. You can get that axolotl to whip you through the air. I'll give you advantage too.
So he's running up there, and I'm gonna take a jump off him, then use my tempestuous magic.
Yeah, you can give me either athletics or acrobatics with advantage. This is more to see how how cool you can make this. But yeah, the mechanics will determine how much movement you have, I think.
So this would be up to 22 feet of movement at least.
Okay, and I mean, yeah, can you do that within? It seems like within the rules. Yeah.
It's telling me it collides with a wall.
Oh, sorry, I can move you. It's because the rock's got a wall around. But
Yeah, he goes flying through the air as he just leaps at the crystal thing to punch it.
you see both of these tentacles come flying in towards you as you leap in, and they just kind of miss you as you just fly through and land on the other side. But they both seem like they are going for you.
Ah,
Inspiration.
Cool.
that's right, I have inspiration.
That's exactly the time.
Yeah, it's fine. Your notes finally pay off.
Oh,
Ah,
Almost. you just crash your fist into this thing, and there's this explosion of thunder. You see a small crack appear in front of it, and your hand hurts like a motherfucker. You just punched stone, and it's like you've made a crack, but you feel like you're gonna have to hit it even harder.
ow. Just kind
Yeah,
of crawl on the other side of that and hope that the tentacles don't hit me.
Hey, with any luck, they'll hit the rock instead.
so yeah, sorry, are you? Yeah, I think that's. I'm pretty sure that's as far as you can get.
About, yeah.
So, is that gonna be your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Yeoman.
I I have an idea.
Excellent. This is going to be fun.
Oh no.
All right. So DM, the harpoons. About would I have an idea of how far they can reach?
I'd say it's basically the mechanics of a spear. You can try and attempt to grapple as well. I don't think I don't know if there is a harpoon weapon in D&D.
Basically, the idea I have is I just want to throw the harpoon over to the other side and pull myself across.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, now I'm trying to remember if they reel in. I don't think they do. But you could
Oh.
definitely try and do that and pull yourself like it's a rope, but I don't think you're going to be able to Spider-Man your way over.
Okay, I thought it was more like a fishing fishing rod.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a spear gun made by like ancient creatures. So you can launch it, but it doesn't reel back in. Use your strength for that.
Okay, that's my idea's
I'm
gone
trying
out
to
the window.
double check. I'm looking at the art to see. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Though. Where did they go?
Oh yeah, this one down here. Yeah, it just looks like a stick with rope. Fair enough.
Yeah, no, I think it's just barbed, so you can once you've hooked something, you can pull it back towards you. But you could definitely use it like a grappling hook.
And in the meantime, just in case you want an avenue of escape, I'm gonna go up here and try to throw one over. Just so that there's a bridge without having to necessarily go into the water.
So sorry, are you throwing the harpoon to like give her a zip line kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, if you want to try and target that connector, you can see it's got a big hole in the middle of it that would work as a good like anchor point if you could thread the needle.
Alright.
So if you want to try and make an attack against that, or you can make an acrobatics to just try hook it on the rock, but that would give her like an actual zip line.
Oh, there he is.
Just in time.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make an attack roll and try and get through the thread the needle, as it were. Okay, step a bit closer.
So yeah, you can just if you don't have a spear in your sheet, you can just make a attack roll. I'll try and get.
Could I try with a hand axe? I think it should be.
Yeah,
Right.
that should be the same modifier.
Okay, okay. Let's try it. 20?
Yeah, absolutely. A hit. You can roll that damage as well because you're just trying to hook it. You're not actually damaging the rock itself, but it will claw into the back there.
8 damage in any case.
Nice. Okay, you see it kind of crack into the rock there, Ursula. As you can see, it seems relatively stable, but it does seem like you could actually do some damage to it now that you've hooked it across there. But Yormund has created a nice rope line between the connector and himself there.
That's just for Shepard to mind that. Ooh, actually, I have an idea. If I pulled... Okay, I'm going to actually Giant Smite. No, I'm not gonna have Shepard bite. Do octopus have balls?
No. But if you try, it will basically eat effort.
Can't see the main body of this creature, so that mechanic isn't exactly going to work. But they are big giant suckers that are close enough.
I'm gonna Giant Smite and... Well, actually, would that count as an action throwing it?
Yes, it would have
Then
been
I'm
an
not gonna
attack.
Giant.
Yeah,
What's that price?
unless you've
Wait,
got
wait.
multi-attack, I don't think you've got any action there.
Honestly, I think I might just use this and call it my turn. I'll just have Shepard
Okay,
move
and
up with the rest.
you're still holding the harpoon, right?
Yes, because next turn I want to see if I can actually Giant Smite and pull that thing down.
Oh, okay, very nice, cool. So then, at the end of your turn, Mikkel, if you are with us, you can roll for initiative, and I'll move you up a little.
Okie dokie. Give me just a second.
Yeah, we'll we'll catch you up a bit when it does get your turn. For now, we're going to go over to Svenja.
Okay. The summoning her hippogriff from the magical amulet. How long does that take? Is that like an action?
I believe that was a bonus action.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Sure. Bonus.
Okay. So
Hold
she
about.
would want to summon the hippogriff, mount it, and fly up into the air. And depending on how much movement she gets, what is the Loki's flick? 30 feet. No. She would be moving towards this further north connector on this little island over up here. Right, so how do I mount again? That one and then shift right click.
Just when you hover over it, it should just say mount. Yeah. This one always gets confused. So
There we go.
yeah.
Cool. And let's move as now it doesn't have a turn order. It's saying move on my turn. Shit.
No, it's fine. It will move on your turn. What do you mean? We don't have to roll separate initiative for your mount.
Okay, it's I have mounted it, but it's not allowing me. Wait, clicking on the wrong buttons. Oh, that's true. I'm a dumb person. Come. We'll... No.
It's saying combat movement.
No, not that one.
Very top left, and then top left again next to that.
There we go. Very good.
Yeah, you're going to collide with the rocks. They are, but I can move you if you're just trying to saw right over one of them.
Yes, I can't actually get that far, can I?
Well, with the hippogriff, you can. You're moving yourself at the moment. If you select the hippogriff, you should get its movement.
For some reason, I have unmounted. Oh, there we go. It says doing me again. I see. We get my interface is really slow and kind of there-ish. If I have an action left, she will cast Loki's Flick on that one over there. So just chuck out a little ice knife at that creature. And why is it not rolling the attack roll?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, it just says automatically hit, but that attack roll was for the record on a really slow responding server.
Yeah, there was a 19 there. That definitely hit.
Okay, cool.
And it
That
is dead.
that is me done.
Okay, very nice. That takes us on to the tentacles. Mikil, I'll give you an extra action on your next turn because you missed this round. But this tentacle on this side is going to start. It's going to see you flying through the air, Svenja, and it doesn't like that. Oh, yes. I don't know why it says it has advantage. It should roll normally. As Svenja, you see this thing as you soaring through. You just see a tentacle whip out from between the rocks and just grab at you.
Let's use a cutting words. See if that. So what is the dice roll? Did it roll it automatically? How did we? Come on, Bardic Inspiration. What is 1d6 at this level?
At this level, yes. In level 5, you get 1d8.
Okay, so if I take 3 off its attack roll, does it still hit me?
Brings it to a 13, so I don't think so. It just hit you with a 16, so that is going to be a miss.
Yep.
As yeah, what what do you do to actually dodge this thing?
As she sees the tentacle whipping out, she just sort of uses. I'm starting to see more and more of this Skyrim dragon shouty kind of stuff coming from her. So she just shouts, "No!" and it whips over her head as it gets distracted by this energy coming out of her screen.
But yeah, just blasts it to the side out of the way as it reels back. Another one is whipping towards Ursula, while one is also going to go for Yormund. But let's see this first one against Ursula. One. 2 points of damage, but sorry, I think there's a strength save as well. I'm just trying to open. Oh no, you are just grappled. So you are grappled and restrained until this grapple ends. But it's wrapped itself around you and is trying to pull you off of this rock. Add was grapple. Okay. Yeah, you can make a check to try and get out of that on your turn. This one's going for your.
Oh,
Those are rolls there. That's another 2 damage to you, and you were also grappled and restrained. That concludes their turn, I think, as those 2 tentacles are whipping around at you. Yeah. One of these guys comes marching through. Really? Oh no, actually, you can see Sven. You see one of these creatures come out and shoot a bunch of quills out of its back, these poisonous darts that fly in towards your hippogriff, but it just dodges out of the way as it flies over them. Yes, on this one over here, walking across the river, I think. Yeah, he starts making his way in towards you guys. Is in the river. Okay, Gorm, back to you.
Yeah, I will do something stupid in order to do something smart the next turn. I'll use my action to dash. I'll do it one by one because some walls are in the way. Right here. I don't think I have any bonus actions. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't have anything. That's my turn.
Okay, very nice. Running up and seeing more of these things in your way. Mikhail, we go to you. You've got an extra action. What would you like to do?
All right. So what's currently happening? Like I remember us fighting Ocean Man last time, and
Right.
there's a tentacle.
So
Multiple.
yes, you are fighting more of those sea spawn, but what has happened is you guys basically investigated the tower. It was clear of enemies, but you did find a glowing crystal orb that seemed to be powering this tower and poisoning the river underneath and summoning these things at the same time. You could see this orb was connected to a few things that are going up north to another tower, and you managed to break the first part of it. But that's where Ursula is trying to break that, and Yormund is trying to pull it down. The tentacles seem to be protecting that stone. So there is that up to the top right that you can try and destroy or disable, and the others seem to be working their way through more of those sea monsters to get around on the left hand side.
Okay. Right. Well, first things first. I'm gonna cast. What is that? That's bonus action. I'm gonna cast the Shield of Faith of myself, on myself rather. And then let's see. So right now, Useless is working on destroying that crystal connector. She's constricted. Okay, I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna use my first action to dash. Yeah, I'm gonna use my first action to dash up.
Oh, thanks for
Yes.
this power money on there.
Yeah, no, move a bit further, like up here. Can I? Yes. And then I'll close enough that creature, so instead of hitting it with my sword, I'm gonna cast a firebolt at the nearest. What was it? Sea spawn. Yeah, sea spawn minion.
Wait, didn't you just dash up there?
Yes, but didn't you give
Shield
me
of Faith
two
is
actions?
bonus action.
Yeah.
And then the firebolt?
Yes, that's 21. That hits.
No, but I mean,
Oh
you
yeah,
used
yeah.
an action to dash, bonus action for Shield of Faith. So how are you casting the firebolt?
Didn't you give me two actions?
Oh yeah, sorry, I totally forgot about that already. Yeah, that is a kill, absolutely.
Okay. That's gonna be my turn.
Very nice. Sorry, why are you cheating? Okay, that takes us on to the minions, who once again up here they are going to start surrounding Gorm as they start moving in towards. Quite that far. Yeah, they're not really able to get up close to you. One of them seems to be. Oh no, they're joining in the room. Yeah, you seem to be drawing some of them away, but only. Yeah, these four are going for you, Gorm. Oh, that's great. Oh,
Can't take me.
minions can. Oh, on save is that for concentration or it
I
might
guess
be for the
we'll see in a
poison?
second because I did roll. Yeah, I failed the poison check. So now I roll for the Shield of Faith. Which I also failed. Good.
Oh no. I will remind you there is a party inspiration now. If you want to spend an inspiration from the party pool, you guys have gathered up some that your friends can use. So if you want to use an inspiration, just check there in the party resources if there is one and let me know. But yes, you are poisoned for 1 minute.
I'll attempt to re-roll for the spell. For the concentration check. So we'll use one. Yes, that's enough. I'll just recast it on myself if I can.
Yeah, you can do that just without spending a spell slot. And is that working properly, by the way? Just checking for your AC.
Yeah, it does. It's currently 18 without the spell,
Okay, cool.
and now it should buff up to 20. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just double checking it is working. I think that's the minions. Yeah, no one else is really in range, or actually, this one can go for. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, so this one's going to move in towards you, Yormund.
Lovely.
You just see it slap you with one of its tentacles as you are already grappled by this thing. This one comes and slaps you with a much smaller tentacle. But we go over to Carmilla now.
Ooh,
Let's see what you guys can do.
yes.
Sorry?
It's still their turn. Oh, perfect. It switched. Well, perfect. Come on. Move.
Just be patient. It has moved on my screen. I think you might be
Yeah.
lagging a bit.
You did move on mine as well.
That's exactly enough to get up to.
Gorm running in there, drawing their attention, and then Camilla appearing and slashing them. It's great, actually. It's good shield wall technique.
Then, gonna use special technique. Just lay over the wall. Place the cap over me and just hope I don't die.
Just hide behind Gorm there and blend in with the wall. Absolutely.
Apparently it works.
Yeah, definitely. There's just Gorm, you turn behind to see what just killed this thing, and there's nothing there. But you're pretty sure you know who it was. Is that going to be your turn, Carmela?
That is my turn, yes.
Very nice. Ursula up top, grappled by this tentacle as it is trying to pull you up off of this rock. What are you going to do?
Probably won't work since I have disadvantage on the attack roll anyway. But if I Thunder Punch it, will that like knock it away enough that I'm not grappled anymore?
I mean, you can try and burst out of it with a thunder punch, sure.
Okay.
I think
use
can you
quick
though,
and
because you
spell.
are restrained. I always forget what restrained
It just
actually
gives me
does.
disadvantage on attacks.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So I'll use a quicken spell to try and do that. That one.
Nothing's coming through for me. Are you?
It's lagging, I think. I told it to do
Okay.
the thing.
Yeah,
No
it
worries.
lags.
Something else seems to be running. Maybe try it again.
Probably just reopen the thing after this turn.
Yeah, to be fair, there are a lot of tokens on this map. We'll have to be patient with it.
You can just roll it outside.
Yeah, just roll it normally. I'll say basically you can make the attack versus the DC of the grapple check instead of like an athletics or acrobatic.
$12.
Unfortunately, not enough. As you feel you like burst this thing back with this thunderous energy, but this is a kraken, and it is no stranger to lightning and thunder, as you remember stories of hearing Thor fighting the kraken that you've heard as a child, and it is not enough to break you out of this thing. I will say, if you still want to try and attempt acrobatics or athletics on top of that, with the rest of your turn, you can, but that
Yeah,
thunder
I
punch
will.
doesn't seem enough on its own.
18 on that.
Okay, but as you push through, it's like that. You use that energy to just like give yourself just enough room to maneuver, and you rake yourself out of this tentacle as it whips back, and you land back on the rock underneath. You know, I will say that it's still your turn. You've still got your movement.
Run away! I don't think I can move.
But yeah,
Maze is
which way are
right
you going?
side.
Sorry, going for the zip line, or are you climbing down?
Trying to mark it.
Yeah, I think I moved you there. Just give it a
Yeah,
second.
very
I've moved
laggy.
where you.
That's the end of my turn. I'm just gonna reopen the thing now.
Cool. Okay, Yormund, that takes us to you as you see Whistler jump off the rock and get out of the way of the tentacle, but you are wrapped up in the other one. What are you gonna do?
Before I forget. Cool. Yeah, I'll whistle over to Shepard, have him come here and deal with this one for me. Would that count as flanking or not?
And no, you'd have to be 5 feet over.
Fortunately, he doesn't have.
Yeah,
That works. Oh.
it's alright.
Okay, works.
It doesn't mean you're lucky with those 2 ones. Yeah, Shepard is able to kill that one.
Cool. Hmm. Let's see. Can I make a check to
Yeah,
get out
break
of
out of
this?
the grapple. Yeah, you can make athletics or acrobatics.
Cool. Actually, while I'm before that, could I actually use my action to giant smite?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll also give you advantage. Is it an action to giant smite?
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll say you can, much like Whistler just did, you can giant smite and give me an athletics as part of that, as you just start growing inside the tentacle as it's pushing it apart.
Awesome.
It's a bonus action to giant smite.
Did I not specify that I was using
Oh.
Quicken Spell?
It
Yeah.
is.
That's why you still got to make the pick after.
Oh, I always thought that was an action. Oh, but in any case, it's a 24.
Yeah, you just you wrench it free. You can describe what that looks like as you are no longer grappled or restrained.
Awesome. Just, yeah, as the tentacle wraps around Yormund, just struggles for a second, but grows and grows until eventually manages to just rip him off and pull on the harpoon, and hopefully that tips it over. And if I had a choice, I'd tip it over onto one of the tentacles.
Okay, you can give me either another athletics check or another attack with your hand axe.
I'll go for another athletics. 25.
Oh, very nice. Okay, yeah, with a 25, you absolutely you grip it, and now in your new giant form, you just wrench it free from this. You hear the rock crack underneath it, and that crack um that Ursula made, you see it start to snap the rock right there at that breaking point as you break the connector and you pull it directly down onto that tentacle underneath as it goes squish and splash. There is actually, we will see. Roll a d4 for me. Okay, that was for the creature, so it falls over to the side and it crushes one of those minions as well.
Alright.
That is one connector down. You see the power kind of shift, and there's still this lingering echo of it, but again, it seems more unfocused and starts getting wilder. As you crush one of the tentacles, the other one seems pissed.
I'll end my turn here. I'm not gonna move away while Shepard's still here too.
Okay. Sorry, did you say you're ending your turn?
Yes.
Cool, Svenja, you are up. Are you still with us on Foundry?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me? Am I?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is too cool to not do. So Svenja would essentially do the Viking equivalent of "Whee!" and Nightwing will dive bomb the next connector up. If I can get Foundry to stop doing the your turn thing. Yes, Foundry, I've got it. Thank you. Now piss off. So dive bomb says if the hippogriff flies 60 feet in a straight line, there's damage added to the attack roll that the rider makes with a melee weapon. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Don't know if I can technically fly over the rock.
Yeah, absolutely. You are airborne.
Okay,
move
so
you so that it doesn't glide, but yeah,
okay,
you're flying right up to the other connector.
flying up to the other connector, dive bombing it, and she's like shouting in this gleeful joy. And let's see. First thing is we have to hit the attack roll. Come be nice to me, little Foundry thingy. Let's see what that attack roll does.
Oh, yeah, cinematic advantage for that, if anything. Roll that one again.
Okay. The rolls are really slow here on my side, so I think the first was an 8. But let's just roll it again. Come on.
Yeah, you got a 13 total on the first one with that 8. Is not enough, but you've got the advantage.
Okay, let's
Roll the second time. Yeah.
There we go. That is most definitely a hit.
Okay, so the rapier itself does. No, I don't know that it's going to apply it. I don't think I'm targeted anymore.
I think it is. Someone's targeting it.
Come, little machine. Why is it not rolling? There we go. Normal. The rapier does 14 points of damage, and the dive bomb adds into that a spectacular. It was 50 feet, so it's 5d6 plus 10.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's
that's really
1d6 plus 2 for every 10 feet it flies in a straight line. So it's 21 points of bludgeoning damage to that particular crystal. And it's
Okay,
badly injured. Holy crap.
I mean, yeah, there's a big stone rock. I am going to say, with the force that you are hitting it with, I'll allow either you or the hippogriff to make an athletics check. Because you're hitting it so hard, you might be able to push it over. Like you've definitely nearly smashed the rock, but
Let me see what is features. Where do I see what is my athletics skills check? I'm on a +1. The hippogriff is on a +3. So let's do a hippogriff check.
I think that makes sense.
Come on.
Or you can add a claw swipe in from the hippogriff if you want. Roll that instead. That's good enough. As with that pipe bomb attack, you break through the rock, pushing it over the side and watching it shatter on the ground behind it. As unfortunately, nothing quite underneath it to break its fall in that direction. You have got some extra movement. I'll say if you want to use the last of your movement, you could direct it to the minion on the left if you want.
No, what I think I want to do is use the movement to get out of range of the tentacle. So that tentacle over there. Yeah, this touchpad doesn't work well with Foundry. I need to find a mouse for the laptop. So she will fly towards the northeast, towards the next. Is there a crystal next up or a tablet in the northeast? There's like an old triangle on my screen, but I can't see.
Yeah, there are two now that you can see were connected to that one you just broke, and it seems to be keeping the loop going. As you can see, there are two rocks that are sort of creating that triangle.
Yeah, no, she'll move more to the north, hopefully away from the Kraken tentacles. I'm not sure how much movement you're going to give me, but if you don't mind moving me, I'm struggling with a touchpad here. And that would be a turn.
I think how much movement has your griffin got?
60 feet flying.
Okay, yeah, then you get to where you are on the map.
Fabulous. Thank you. That's my turn.
But now, at this point, because you have broken those rocks, actually, you see now that the connection to the tower between those rocks seems to have been severed, as there is still a connection. There still seems to be that echo near where Svenja just broke that last rock, but it seems like you are making progress for sure.
Fabulous.
And with that, it takes us to the tentacles' turn, as they just two of them are now very much alerted to your presence there, Svenja, and they are going to both go for you again. Oh,
Was way too
again,
close.
I think both of them miss. They both slap down onto the rock and nearly pull that rock free as they are attacking with such force, but you fly out of the way, just dodging and weaving both of them. Down on the other side, we've got these two. Yeah, this one's going to start moving in to assist its buddy. As you see two of them coming in towards you now, Yorman, seemingly annoyed at what you've done as well. And with a 15, both of them miss as well, taking us onto the sea spawn. This one down here that nearly got crushed by a rock is coming in towards you, Yorman, but this one up here is coming to you, Mikil. Miss on its first attack. Oh, and a miss with the 16 on its second as you are fighting this thing off with ease. This one is coming for ship. Oh, and misses with both as well. The top of the round, you are going to see the energy in one of those crystals begin to shift. But yeah, having taken down half of the thing, nothing else actually happens there. Gorm, that takes us to you.
I need a DM ruling on something. I'll send it.
Yeah.
My channel divinity, it says creatures. It's just a force field that just blasts everything away, it deals damage. Would I be able to use it against one of the connectors? It's not a creature technically. That's
Oh
why
yeah,
I'm
yeah. It is. You can target it like a creature.
okay. Just making sure before I keep rushing like an idiot forward.
And you can definitely. That is an awesome way to deal with it.
Okay, and is the poison like permanent, or do I roll?
It's for a minute. I don't think there's a save unless you have just made an antitoxin though. I think.
No, I think I still have an hour. I already made it halfway.
Yeah, then probably not. Yeah, you currently are poisoned. I don't think there's anything you can do about it.
In that case, I'll yell to Svenja.
I mean, other than healing.
No healing here. I'll yell to Svenja, take care of the one on the other side of the river. I got this one. And I'll use my action to dash again. So they will get attacks of opportunity on me. That guy first.
Yeah, I'll give them because there's two of them, so they'll get a group.
Yeah, we're moving through both of them.
Both of them miss.
And okay, there's a wall.
Yeah, there's a tree in your way.
There we go. I got it handled. A bonus action, I'll regain one spell slot and end my turn.
Okay, very nice. You see now from your perspective, form, you can see one of these tentacles that looks a bit thicker and larger than the others, and yeah, this one seems to be protecting these two pillars, but it seems a bit tougher than the other ones. As we go on to Meek,
All right.
I may have moved. Should go back to your turn in a second, but it is you. What do you do?
Alright, nice. Okay. Well, I see one of them has tried sneaking up on me, so I'm gonna take care of him first. I'm gonna attack him recklessly using my CX.
You can see this is one of the bigger ones. He seems like he won't go down in just one hit, but depends how hard you hit him, I guess.
Yes. Okay, that hits. And 1d6. Yes. 4. Oh, cool. Do I have any bonus actions? The answer is not. Okay. In that case, that's just gonna be my turn. Yeah. That's gonna be
Okay,
my
yeah,
turn.
you badly injured this thing. So what does it look like as you're now fighting one-on-one with one of these sea spawn?
Yeah, I swing my CX. You know, he puts up his arms to you know, kind of cross to guard it, and you know, he takes the hit, but you know, gets badly injured. Yeah, in the process. So then we're just standing there, waiting for the next one to make the move.
Yeah, very nice. As we go on to the minions' turn, and they start swarming towards Ursula here on the one side. Yeah, you seem pretty surrounded there, Ursula. You see a hail of these poison quills coming in towards you. 21 to hit, unless you've got a reaction or something.
No.
So you take 6 points of piercing damage there, or I think poison damage, and make a con save to see if you're poisoned by these. So they just start peppering you with these little quills. Oh, okay, nice. That is a success. It should have prompted you there, but yeah, definitely 19 is all good. You are not poisoned. Has it added the damage?
I think it did do the prompt, I just didn't see it. Also, last time it did the prompt, it didn't give me the advantage, so anyway.
There we go. So is yeah, there we go. We've added damage there, but you are not poisoned. Let's see. I think there's some minions up by Gorm as well.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine. They
nice.
can just stand there in the distance.
These ones are coming for Carmilla first.
Oh, they-
I just added plus 58, so it would auto
For
succeed.
success.
It auto- I think, are there any? Yeah, there's 3. Okay, so there's 3 coming for you. Oh, 19 there on the dice for a 27 to hit. Okay, that's going to hit you for 4 poison damage, but I need you to make one save there, please, for the poison. Should show up there in the. Okay, not poisoned, but you do take some damage there as those 3 are coming in towards you. And then lastly, there will be, I think, 2 coming towards Gore. Right, lagging for me too. They're trying to speed along. Okay, so these guys, yeah, you do see there's quite a few coming towards you there, Gorm.
It was a good run. Goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't do anything to avoid it with a 19.
Oh man, I rolled the damage wrong. Sorry, it will be a +5 on top of whatever this gives. Yeah, I don't know if you can be double poisoned, but just again.
Oh,
I mean,
success.
roll it.
And should it prompt me on another one, or do I take no damage? I think it reduced it to 0.
No, are you resistant to poison?
No. It just says 28 minus
No.
0.
No, it was -1. I don't know why I did that, but
Okay, and I failed the
yeah,
concentration.
but you are already you can add it back because you're already poisoned, so that the first one was null and void. It's pointless. So we'll say you pass the concentration with the first.
Okay. Then I'll edit real quick.
Yeah, again, sorry.
No worries.
That's all of their turn, thankfully. Fine. And then I think we're going to. Oh my god, I can't switch the turn because it's whispering.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wonder what
Just blocking the button.
I wonder what
It
the
is your turn.
spam module is.
That's fine. It was just a lot of things happening at once. But it is your turn, Kamala.
Oh, there's one thing to do. Die. Early days?
That is actually enough to cleave through 2 of them. If you take a step forward as you're making that attack, you can slice through both of them in one. You've done enough damage.
Perfect.
both of those two go down.
Sit. Die.
Damn, look at those rolls. Okay.
Okay, max damage. Well, just destroy that. Bad job for you. Come on. Should be it. And that comes up.
Okay, very nice. Cleanly cutting through the hordes to go back to Ursula. You're very
Okay.
surrounded right now.
I'm very laggy as well, so take a minute. I'm gonna move there. Not sure if anything's showing up.
I'm going to try and delete some of the tokens that you've already killed that hopefully speeds things up a little.
I fly with the tempestuous magic over to the right as I cast a scorching ray.
Oh, that actually helped a lot. I don't think you're going to want to harvest these things anyway. Oh yeah, Scorching Ray.
Mhm.
It's still just lagging.
Yeah. I seem to be especially laggy recently.
Yeah, I'm just relogging. Mine's just frozen for the last 5 minutes.
I see
Oh,
stuff
nice.
moving, just not when I tell it to. Hey there.
Oh, you're still behind. Okay. Well, hopefully when it catches up, it'll start speeding up. But yeah, you've stepped there 10 feet. Oh, sorry guys. The idea of fighting the minions I always think is cool, but then the server's like,
I don't know why the necklace popped up.
yeah, I mean, if you just want to roll them in Discord, you can, just to
Yeah.
speed things up, but I'm happy to be patient.
That's 25 to hit the first one,
Definitely hits.
and 8 damage. 17 hit, second one.
Hits, yeah. Which one are you targeting?
The one just to the left of that.
Cool.
5
Okay,
damage.
come through. Okay, that's 2 down.
And I'll try hitting the tablet this time.
Oh, okay.
Don't know if fire damage will affect it, but we're saw 26 to hit.
Definite hit. Oh, that was a crit too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Double that.
Or no, I guess it's plus 12, so 19.
Okay, yeah, definitely takes the damage as you see it sort of surge with energy. It is not enough to destroy it, but it definitely does some damage.
And use the rest of my movement to run up there.
Okay, I am going to be just minutes. I'll be right.
Also, turn a spell slot to a sorcery point, and that's my turn.
Okay, Ursula, which crossbow connector did you just kill?
What's what?
Which of the connectors did you just kill?
She hit the one to the right where I told you to head.
Yeah, it's not dead, but it's damaged.
Oh, it says injured. Okay.
I'm probably damaging and pushing it backwards 15 feet, so should take care of this one. And maybe even delete all the minions around me.
Let me just see. I don't think I can get to the one that's further away. I can maybe. 75 feet. No, I'll go for the same one.
You can use his action to dash the griffins, and then you can get there, but he won't be able to attack.
Go over there.
I'm probably taking that one out. That's why I said go to the one to the right.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the only one I can reach. Probably
Oh,
makes most sense
didn't
for
say
Svenja
anything
to
yet.
just dash.
I'm back. Sorry. Don't stop planning just because I'm back.
Yeah, we decided to cheat, and we have 5 actions now, and you will have to deal with it.
Hey, I mean, I'm not sure who's winning right now, so mainly.
It is Esport's turn.
Wait, how did Ursula get to where she is?
I have
Oh,
40
use
feet
your movement at the end of your turn. Yeah, my bad. I was like, you weren't there when I saw you earlier. Okay, you will see a creature in the river behind you there, Ursula. I don't know if you noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. I know the initiative is looking hectic, but this sea spawn can't actually do anything right now, so he's going to dash. You see him kind of tripping and stumbling over this terrain over here, but that takes us to Yorman.
Alright. I am going to just not deal with these tentacles and run away. But first, and I'll dash. Actually, I'll come over here. And that's a bonus action. I'm just gonna shield bash this guy. No, it's. I'll just do this.
Nice. Yeah, you see Mikkel holding him off there, getting a good hit in as he sort of opens you up. You can join his little shield wall there as you bash into this thing for 6 damage.
Oh well. And
If you
here comes
break some of
Shepard.
the shells and things off of it, is that going to be your turn?
Nope, Shepard's here.
No.
And he can do this.
Yeah, and with that, how do you finish that one off?
Yeah, so Yorman just comes. Just this giant just stumbles around the corner and like a fucking linebacker runs into this guy with his shield just straight into his face, and suddenly a wolf from behind bites into his nape and he's dead.
Very nice. I think, is that going to be your turn then? Taking us
Yeah.
to Sven? And yeah, you're up in the air. I will try and move you up the wall if you're stuck in there, but what would you like to do?
I think she is going to continue. Wait, hang on. Am I unmuted right now?
Yep.
Yep.
I can hear you.
She's going to continue towards this right hand stone. So Ursula can take care of the little sea witchy thingy that popped up there. So she, so sort of visually just, she's like whooping with joy as this the first time she ever gets to fly. So out of this dust and splinters of rock that's sort of in this cloud of explosion in the air, they'll leap into the air and almost do like a bit of a barrel roll as she heads over to this stone on the right and tries to do the same thing with so you'll be happy to know the dive bomb can only happen 3 times a day. So you're going to try the same thing.
Oh, this is awesome. I think that's one of the coolest abilities I've seen from a mount.
Well, I'm happy that we have that. And let me just see if I can target it first. Target and come machine attack roll. Come be nice to me, machine. Roll nicely.
Again,
Yeah.
still that same cinematic advantage is from this is badass.
Okay, I shall. Never again shall this rapier fly and attack on its own. Come, roll nicely this time. Ah, God damn it! No,
Oh,
she misses.
this one at a bit of a different angle. You hit it. You can still get your creature to attack, or if you want to
Yes.
still just try and push it
It's the
plainly. But yeah,
freaking sparks from Ursula's bloody flame thing that's coming off it. Claw swipe or pushing. Let's do the pushing. So I see gets my proficiency bonus and ability checks. So if I do an athletics check, should get a +2. So Nightwing is just going to try and grab it and pull it off, or misalign it, basically twist it. Just wait, it has horse's hooves, does it? So it's kind of with its beak, just trying to get its beak around it and just rip it off the rock as it lands. With a 20 on a strength check.
Yeah, with the 20, you will definitely be able to misalign it. You can't quite pull it all the way off yet, but you start shifting this stone, and you can see it does actually have a kind of a mechanism underneath to turn this one. And you start turning it away, breaking the connection, but you start pulling it back, and it seems like with some help, you might be able to break it. You are giving the force to pull it down, but someone's going to have to do the damage to actually break through it, as your attack wasn't quite enough.
Okay, so I'm watching, mentally seeing that this hippogriff is tussling with this thing, and Svenja sitting on his back trying to stab it with a rapier, and in the next round she'll probably cast some sort of spell at it. But that's our turn.
Yeah, you will see that sort of magic in the air fade away as you misalign it. So it does seem to be doing something. But from below, you are going to hear cries of anger and more of these creatures moving in toward.
Well, at this time, she's chanting. She's kind of working on a battle chant that's based on the fight with the dragon in the cave. So she's trying out that chant right now as she's on the back of this animal flying through the air. There we go. Done.
Ursula, you're going to see a massive. You see a Mero sort of rising out of the water behind you, but you are going to see an even larger one just start slithering its way across the ground on this fish-like tail, as you see it saying something in Aquan, which you understand, and you hear it going, "All alone, child? That's not very clever." And you're going to see it raise a trident as lightning crackles across it, and it's going to cast a lightning bolt at you.
Oh no. I don't have resistance to lightning yet.
Don't you? Oh no.
Not
The
until
dex
6th
save,
level.
please. Oh. Indeed. So yeah, a 9 is going to fail.
It's your resistance.
And
I mean, getting hit by a lightning bolt in the middle of battle is definitely how you'd want to go.
Well, shit, I was on mute. Is that a spell effect? So can I use a Silvery Barb's reaction to redirect it? No, it's not. It
I'm
doesn't
not.
have a hit.
I don't think you can redirect spells with that.
Yeah,
You can
Silvery
give
Barb doesn't do that.
you can give them disadvantage and then give someone else advantage, but at the moment, I don't think you can give them disadvantage on casting a spell.
No, I am trying to find the description.
It cannot.
Yeah, the one spell I'm not going to rule of cool is Silvery Bombs. That's like hopefully enough. But unfortunately, yeah, I'm not sure. You are going to take 34 points of lightning damage from this bolt. Are you resistant to lightning? Did you double check?
I am not.
In that case, you are knocked unconscious as you feel this lightning flash through you. You feel the shock, a surge of power that is almost enjoyable for a split second before the lights go out. And we will get back to you in a moment. That is, I'm just double checking if that is an action. Yes, that is action. So as it starts sort of slithering its way forward, it doesn't seem to have noticed you up there yet, Sven. The tentacle have. Firstly, these two tentacles have not given up their pursuit.
No.
As you are once again, you see these tentacles over the rock next to you there. You're wait, not leave the rock. But you are going to get grappled as two of them now. It takes two of them to try and restrain you. And when the lag wakes up, I will apply as well as 4 points of bludgeoning damage, which should be applied. Man, applied to the tent. Okay, that's those two. These ones up here. It's moving this way. Actually, that one. Once he's coming up. You didn't hide last term, right?
Not unless that thing.
Is it 3? So no, but it misses anyway. As you see one of the tentacles lash out at you as you round the corner. I think that might be all of the tentacle minions. But now, the big mama. As this one near you, Svenja, starts moving in towards you and looks much bigger and angry. Is waving around underneath you. But I don't think manages to hit there. With a 10, it's like it's grasping at you from underneath. But you are just pulling on that tab. There is also a creature underneath you, though, that is going to try and stop that by sending a harpoon into your hippogriff.
Yeah,
You
okay.
see a mirror rising from the water. Oh, that hits with a 12.
Damn it, that just hits.
You could still putting words there.
Yeah, I would use that. Sorry, my Foundry has become unresponsive again.
Oh, sorry. That's okay. You can just even if you roll a 1, I think that saves it.
Yeah, it's on the
Oh, no,
closest 11.
Okay, so let's see. You'd need a 2 to save it.
Yeah. Okay, how do I roll this in?
You should see
Okay.
little dice in the bottom right. Can't you see the oh on there?
Oh God, help us.
Oh,
Fuck. Okay, that will take the damage, I guess.
okay, unlucky. As you see it screech out as the horse hide just gets pierced by this thing, and you see the creature underneath grab a hold of it. Now makes now it's going to start trying to pull you away from that thing. It can only do that on its next turn. It's currently got you grappled, or the hippogriff grappled.
Okay.
And then, sorry, all their turns are in a row. I hate them in the. Okay, then the one that Mikkel and them were fighting is dead. Oh, good. These guys actually have. Guys, your axolotl is still there, or did you desummon it?
I never
Yes,
desummoned it. He probably would have walked away from there. I just keep forgetting to move him.
Okay, well, we'll say that the sea spawner is chasing them. Oh, wait. No, no. Okay, so yeah, one of them's chasing your axolotl in the corner. You can command it on your turn. At top of the round, there is going to be something that happens over there near the rock that you're trying to pull off of there, Svenja, as there is another surge of power at the top of the round.
Do these surges seem like to affect anything?
It's about to. I'm just.
Oh,
give me one.
sorry.
Yeah, that's everybody lagging. Yeah, I think Svenja, I think you're going to need to give me a con saving throw.
Okay. I have just reloaded Foundry, so would you
I know
mind
it's
rolling it
dex
for me?
save, so I can do that. Yeah, sorry, the slow for me. Oh, that was a 9 on the dex.
Shit. Yeah, there's nothing I have at the moment to re-roll that.
Oh, it's your hippogriff as well. So actually, I can.
We are almost back in.
So
So the hippogriff has
Okay,
something
so-
that's called weaving. If it fails its deck save, I can use a reaction to give it. Well, no, actually, hang on. I think I can just use my reaction to give the hippogriff advantage. Although it's grappled right now, so it's
Grapple doesn't. Oh, he's restrained as well. Only grapple.
no, only grappled.
I don't think it
The
affects the
harpoon
saves.
that's got it. So can you give it advantage there, or is that an
I
a
can't
reaction?
open that. I can't open that character sheet. Right, it is a reaction from the rider, so it's weaving.
Okay, you already used your reaction on the cutting word, so I'm going to say,
Okay.
unfortunately not.
Yeah, so let's just roll it normally. Sorry, I'm still not.
That's cool.
able
I
to add
have
this.
rolled it. I rolled it
Oh,
for you there. You both failed, unfortunately. Those were, sorry, bad rolls. You're each going to take 14 points of lightning damage as this thing tries to blast you off of it.
okay.
That should be added there. And that takes us to Gorm.
Yeah, I'm feeling the foundry lag, but I will move 5 feet forward. One, I believe in you, foundry. There we go. And I'll use my action to channel divinity.
Okay, if you're doing an AoE thing, please don't do it automatically. If you kill multiple minions right now with Foundry, it's going to blow things up. So I'll roll it
Okay.
manually. Just tell me what you're casting.
It will hit.
'Cause it's,
Yeah, it's an AoE. It will hit everything within 30 feet of me, any enemy.
okay, are you trying to hit the connector as well? Because that might be a little bit higher.
It's,
That's sort of, there's a bit of a boulder in the way between you and that. But what is it? Engulf.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, I'll say it's water. It can move around. Sure.
it's force damage as well. It,
I mean, it
believe
works like water.
yeah, I believe it's a strength, so you only need to just apply it now, and you only need to do it so it won't crash the foundry.
Yeah, just what is the DC? I'll roll for them.
Same as my spells, so that would be, I believe 14. Yeah, 14.
Okay, they got a crit. So the guys around you are going to take half damage.
Yeah.
But if you can do that, might still be enough damage to kill all of them.
Yes,
But they have
roll.
They don't seem all that affected by the wave effect of this. They seem to be immune to the sea. There's the other one as well, apparently.
You want me to just roll damage without using the ability, so it won't?
Yeah, please.
So 2d10. 17 damage on a fail and half on a success.
Oh, is there anything on top of that?
Nothing that I can add.
Oh, okay. There's just not enough to actually take them out, but you will be able to. You will see that this effect, unfortunately, it does shift the crystal up at the top, which takes the full damage, but the rest seem to be like practically immune to this effect.
Oh man. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, that
Yeah.
rolls just too low. Well, I suppose you would have actually needed max damage because they got a crit. So, but this thing does take the full 17 and is knocked off course a little bit.
And they all succeeded, so they're not pushed away. And this is all I can do.
Okay,
Yay.
Kill, that takes us to you.
Right. And I have 6 frames of 30. Wonderful, okay. Can't reach anything. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take the dash action and move my way up to the 2 stone or crystal connectors. And then I'm just gonna end my turn. Right, yeah, that seems good. Way up to the 2 stone. Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, just running, trying to catch up as we go over to the minions. They are still going to be swarming around Gorm up here.
It says they're uninjured on my screen. Is it supposed to be like that?
Yeah, it's because they're minions.
Okay.
If they succeed on a save, they basically take either no damage, or if you've done enough damage, it just kills them out.
Okay.
No in between with these guys.
Okay, they are trying to surround you there, Gorm, but are not able to actually do any damage, as you are able to hold them off with that spell. Yeah, just sort of keeping them at bay there. But on the other side of the river, things are looking a little bit worse as these creatures are moving in, and they seem to have. Well, Ursula seems to be down, so let's. Yeah, actually, Ursula's down, so they're going to start moving around. That's those guys over there haven't even gotten involved yet. Okay, that takes us to Miller, I think. Oh no, wait, I didn't. Sorry, these minions are going to still try and attack Ursula. Okay, they're sitting down and gnawing on you, but they aren't breaking through your armor. So, Carmilla, that does take us.
Yes. Time to kill. Well, time for him.
There's a This one you see lifts its arm and like catches your sword as the sword just severs into the arm, but you see it still alive and still coming for you after that attack. Looks badly hurt though.
Yep. Can certainly try.
Okay, Ursula, going to need a death saving throw from you, please. You can roll this privately if you want.
It's okay. I don't really care. I
But do it anyway,
think that
because the others don't know how close you are to death. you are going to, as you get hit by this lightning, and that is the last thing that you see, you will start to see in this haze of, as you are dying, you will start to see just crackles of lightning in the darkness. It seems you are standing in some sort of empty void, and that there is just thunder rumbling not that far away. Yeah, that save.
Googvy will turn around and go "Wee!" and spit in the face of the little guy next to him. If Foundry will stop lagging.
Did you roll a save already?
I did.
Because okay, that hadn't come through either.
Well, he said to roll it privately.
Yeah, but I mean, make the roll private. It should still show it to me.
I don't know how to do that.
You
Did it
pick-
show up in your chat? I think it's just lagged. But
Yes, I'm very laggy.
yeah, but then Rory, I'm sure it'll show up for me in a second. But you can. I suppose everyone can probably see anyway. I forgot. You can just. You can probably see how many saves and fails they've got. But yeah, you can make the attack with axolotl when it loads. Yeah.
C won't pop up, so I think the bonus is +5.
Yeah, that hits either way.
I can't even see what I rolled.
Was it 20 to hit? But yeah, shall I just roll it for you quickly? 'Cause it seems. I mean, sorry, I don't, I don't want to take over your rolls.
No, that's fine. I can't do anything.
It was a hit. I'll just. Okay, it is 8 points of damage to that one. That is the fighting off. But yes, your.
I think he also regenerates back to full health.
Okay, well,
Oh wow, my character sheet just opened for no reason.
I still haven't seen any. It hasn't registered any sort of death save for you. So just. Oh, did we lose? Miklos.
That's Mikkel. I think it might just
He's
like
typing.
Did he rage quit?
now he's just tired.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna start wrapping it up soon, but anyway. Isla, I'm not seeing any death save. Can you see a roll?
No, I still haven't found a button to click.
Fine, just roll the d20. It's usually over your portrait on your character sheet, but I think all of this is falling.
Huge map.
You can literally, I don't care if it's private or not at this point, just roll a d20 somewhere. Oh, did you send it to me private? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, everything was frozen there. Okay. So, Yeah, Ursula, you're seeing thunder in the dark, but you were dying. It is your turn. As the axolotl is busy fighting off the sea spawn over there. We're going to try and at least finish this round, but I know it's getting late for a lot of you. God, clicked it twice.
Um,
Wait, not the Omid yet.
yeah, I was going to say.
Okay, Camilla, the sea spawn comes swiping in at you once with its tentacle and then with a bite attack. Both of those hit, and you take. Oh, the last damage hasn't come through, but it was 4 from the tentacle and 5 from the bite. But those have been applied, and that takes us to Yorman.
All right.
Shit. Okay, let's hope it only switches once. Yorman, you're up. What do you do?
Yeah. This rock next to me. Is it like a loose boulder that's just chilling on the side of the bank, or is it actually paused?
No, that's a pretty pretty hefty rock in there. It's diverting the river where it's standing.
Actually, hang on. Alright, I'll just try and break free.
Okay. I will say these tentacles are minions as well. Saying if you want to use Shepherd first, it could give you a turn back. But it's up to you. If you want to make an athletics check, you can do.
I'll have Shepherd bite. Since it's grappling me, can I have him attack from where he is at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's well, not quite. He'll have to move slightly, but yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh. Oh, it.
That's a hit.
I didn't expect that.
Just hits. Okay, so well, no, that is enough. As the thing manages to push him off, but Shepherd rips right through part of the tentacle, and it is forced to let you go.
I'll be honest, I thought it was a lot stronger.
It is still up. The oh no, it's because it did half damage on the save. But no, that one retreats back into the water. It is still alive, but it's just retreated back and away from you, and you are free.
Awesome.
Yeah, no one had actually tried to the tentacles here.
Oh, no, I just assumed
Well, I
they were
suppose
so much
Ursula's it.
stronger. Alright. And now what to do? Send Shepherd up first. dash and come around here. And I'll follow after, lumbering along with the dash. There we go. That's my turn.
I'm not seeing Shepherd moving around. That's cool. Just make sure you know where he is. And then Svenja, I hope you're still with us there. We're just going to go to the end of this round, but you are up there. Your hippogriff is harpooned. You've just been blasted by lightning. What do you do?
I am still here, but my battery power is going to go probably immediately after this. So as a bonus action, she wants to throw a healing word out at Ursula, who's within range. And I think that's a 1d4 or something, a 1d4 plus 4. And as a action, she would like to feed a healing potion to the hippogriff. And the hippogriff would like to do a claw attack on the stone. I don't know if that grammatically makes sense.
And it's okay, cool. I'll add those in. Am I rolling for you?
Yes, please, if you don't mind. Yeah, I'm essentially just watching the stream right now with the last as my battery gradually drains out. What I definitely will do over the weekend is copy everything back over to D&D Beyond so I can roll from there next time. Right. But that's what I wanted to do, and
okay, it does hit the connector. So, sorry, what is the hippogriff trying to do?
It's basically, well, if I can use the claw weapon attack to try and wrench the crystal loose. So it's kind of grappling it and wriggling with it, and it's sort of wriggling and jiggling, but by putting force into the attack. So it's basically just shoving against it with its sort of chest as it's got a claw, front claws. It's using its claws to just bash this thing that it's hugging.
And that you do with that, it is successful. It got a 12 on to be to 13, and you wrench that thing off of the top of the cliff as you pull it backwards with the hippogriff's claws, and it goes clattering down into the river below you. You see the tentacle react like it got hit by it underneath the water, and that connector is destroyed.
Okay, can we do a bit of a use a bardic inspiration to try and make the crystal fall on the creature that's got it harpooned?
Yeah, I'll say it's up to you which direction it's either going to hit the tentacle or that one, I guess. So
let's go for the tentacle.
Yeah. So it is going for the tentacle.
Yep, please.
Okay, cool. All right, as this thing clatters down and is destroyed, the tentacle reacts. And is that going to be your turn, Svenja? Or are you still going to move some of the movement?
I'm still grappled with a harpoon though, aren't I?
Yes, the griffin is, so yeah.
Yeah, so
can
no,
move in a
we're going to
radius
say.
around that. But okay, cool.
Oh, hang on a second. Is it the one to the sort of southish that's got us grappled?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move away from the tentacle, sort of towards the east. You know, sort of in as radius as we can.
Yeah, so you're not going to be able to go further east, but you can go down a little bit. Like, just picture there's a string between you and the guy on bottom left. So you kind of attached there, but you can either go top left over the rocks or bottom towards Ursula.
Will that give the tentacle an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay, we'll stay where we are.
Okay, so you're just fighting against the grapple.
Yep.
Yeah, because the griffin made an attack. Well, that is its turn, and yeah, if that's everything, then it is going to go to a bunch of the enemies. As I will try and do this quick. But yeah, we will end it at the end of this round. So last turn for the enemies. Let us see if you make it out of this alive. First is the Mero Shallow Priest that is coming in towards you, Ursula. Seeing you as you heave awake, Ursula, you're going to feel this, like, that glow of lightning in your eyes just sort of spark out as you feel this strange sensation of like your heart feels almost electrified and you feel like you're vibrating with energy. This thing slithers towards you, can't actually move that fast on land. Oh, and a nat one as you see it coming towards you, trying to finish you off with this spear. You see the lightning crackling over the spear, and as it thrusts in towards you, you like wake up and grab the end of the trident, just stopping it inches from your neck as you just sit up, pushing this trident away, and you see the lightning crackling from your eyes as this shallow priest kind of just looks kind of afraid for a second, and that is going to be its turn as it says in Aquan, "What are you?" But is there anything you would like to do in that moment as I move us along to the other tentacle?
I feel like I should, but I'm not very good at coming up with stuff like that.
No, that's cool. I mean, we're coming towards the end here now anyway, so you can think about it for next. But we'll chat about what it is, and this tentacle is going to go for Svenja again. Going to try and pull you off of your mount. Oh, and that is a hit. Would you like to use cutting words or silvery barbs, Svenja?
You are
I don't
muted.
know if we've lost you. Oh, I think it might be.
There we go. I have found the unmute button. Yes, I would like to use. Sorry, what was the roll that it rolled?
Well, you're not supposed to know, but it's a 21. I have already.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. Always after like knocked you out and. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, so we need a bit of visual stuff there. So the healing word to Ursula while you're working the data was in the chanting. She's weaving just magic into the chant, and that's sort of flashing out little sparks of blue and purple and silver as this tentacle comes to it. The chant, some of the words of the chant almost sort of materialize into a little bit of a shield that just bashes at it. And let's see if it works.
So yeah, you managed to get Ursula back up and alive, but as you are focusing that way, this tentacle comes wrapping in around you. It got another 21 on that It
Ah,
rolled exactly the same. And
Frats.
with that, it does 10 or 19 points of damage there. Let me double check. But it was, 19 points of damage. You only, I think, had 10 left. Maybe that was the thing.
Yeah, I
But
was
it's
thinking that would take me out. Yeah.
it grabs you and it like pulls you off of the hippogriff who's still harpooned, and you are just pulled away from it mid-air as this thing also inflicts a festering wound upon you as this poison just you see the suckers that as it wraps around you, you see they are actually filled with like teeth, like kind of these sharp implements on the sucker. As it pulls at you, you feel it dig into you, and that poison seeping into you as you fall unconscious. And we will see next week what happens with that, as down below this creature has got your hippogriff grappled.
I guess we're going to find out soon what happens to a summoned mount if it dies.
This is not a familiar, it just lives in a crystal.
Shit. Oh well, we'll see next time what happens.
How much did you
I'm
spend?
going to
on it?
roll these last ones now quickly, see if it brings your hippogriff down.
Uh-oh.
Not enough to kill it, but it does start reeling it in as you hear this thing screeching as it is pulled away from its rider. It is trying to get back to you, but it is practically being, like, its leg is just being torn open as it tries. And that takes us to the last sea spawn. Is this the one still fighting the axolotl?
Seems so.
Most important part of the battle over here.
Yeah, real main character, the axolotl, is fighting back against this thing as it is attacking your mount as well. But the axolotl is still healthy enough that we're not going to worry about that for now. As up at the top, Svenja is being pulled away from her mount, and you can hear an axolotl's like fighting back in the very background. But we will see next week what happens. And we'll call it there for tonight. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you indeed. And apologies again for the national power utility that keeps on fucking with my ability to play properly.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame you for ESCOM problem, but yeah,